Welcome to One Word a Day. I'm Sophie, your pilot into the universe of Chinese. Today's special sauce is our jiang sauce. And okay, this is the first kind of a taste making sauce that I guess the Oriental cooking is known for, soy sauce. So that's the jiang. Okay, how does Chinese express that? Okay, in the simplified version, you can kind of see that, but it doesn't make sense because this one means nighttime. And it turned out there is convergence of icons. So the same visuals that look similar, but it actually came from different backgrounds, but they end up looking similar because we only have 2D space and this much ways to express things. It turned out this symbol means meat. It share a similar look as the moon, the crescent moon. So meat, I would imagine, is like a big piece of chunk of meat, almost like a bicep of somebody. And it's kind of an omega shape with 2 stripes on it to mean the stripes on the meat. So it's a big piece of meat. And then the bottom is bottle with a stopper. So this is the bottle stopper. This is the container. And actually it's squashed in our other depictions when it's put in a different location to make the whole new concept of something. It can be elongated, it can be narrow, like a long bottle, but this is a squashed bottle. It's a container, right, with liquid in the middle, in the bottom. So that means something that may evaporate. So you have to put a stopper in there. So we have meat, we have this container, sealed container, and then the left side means cutting something into pieces. So this piece making thing originally was applied on chopping down big logs of wood and cut it into smaller, I guess, more easy to handle as a fuel for cooking or otherwise. So it's a small cutting big pieces into smaller pieces. So this piece cutting of this big piece of meat, and we can imagine that was put in a sealed bottle to make the taste. So again, this is ancient food processing way, because back then there was no refrigerator. How are you going to store meat, which is a major protein source back then, without them going bad? So you have to kind of put them in a sauce. So I guess you can prevent the deterioration, preserve it for longer. So this cut the big piece of meat into smaller pieces so you can bottle them up in the sauce. Eventually, this food processing became the icon for sauce itself. So there you go, 酱. We have 辣酱, spice sauce, and the most famous spice food sauce is 老干妈. I forgot if I show you that, but if you go to any major supermarket that carry Asian food segment, the spicy made of hot pepper and the bottle is look like very red color. That's the spice sauce. Most likely it's Lao Gan Man. That's the dominant brand from China. So it's a female entrepreneur made known and put her face, her picture on that bottle. I mean, how awesome was that, right? Female entrepreneur in China. Okay, and 酱油 is the soy sauce. So 油 we talked a few days ago, and that's the oil generic term. And then we have 酱, this is sauce, and then you plus oil, I guess together. They often are the partners in cooking, make our taste. They are the taste makers in Chinese cuisine. So we have the soy sauce plus the you, the oil, the cooking oil, and then you can pretty much cook any stir fries. And this 酱 and 油 eventually lost the sense of 油 part. And it became just soy sauce. And again, when we say something, when we say if we say 酱 by itself, it can mean so many different things. And by pairing it with at least one other Chinese character, then we can lock the meaning. And this is, again, by most people using it in the same way, then we kind of standardize it. It becomes, so 酱 plus oil, sauce plus oil become soy sauce. And 果酱, it means, what is it called? Peanut butter jelly. So this becomes jelly. 果 means a fruit. This 酱 form, I guess it's kind of related to fermented, involves a little bit of fermenting process that preservation, I guess, the preservation of the fruit. And that's a shared qualities. So preserved fruit become 果酱. So it's not in a sauce, not in a liquid form, but it's preserved. Excuse me. So that's our sauce. And this, of course, is the famous soy sauce. All right. Thank you for your time. See you next time.